software, the first piece of software that we will need is a software that will allow us to track the path of the satellites that we want to get images from. So there are a lot of softwares that are available. There are many websites that we could use to track the satellites, but the software that I am going to use is called gnuPredict, and it's a free and open source software that is available for download in multiple platforms. So once I install this, I need to add the kind of satellites that I would like to track. In this one I have added NOAA satellite and ISS. If you look at it over here, if you see this, I have where I'm tracking only the NOAA satellites, and then another where I'm tracking the ISS. Since both of them use similar frequencies for downloads, with the same antenna we'll be able to get data from NOAA satellites as well as probably be able to hear the ISS. So if you look at this software, right now I'm in Kathmandu, Nepal. So it's showing Kathmandu, Nepal. It shows where the current satellites are. You will see that NOAA 16 is over here, NOAA 19, NOAA 17. Let me just mark that for you. NOAA 16, NOAA 19, NOAA 17. So some of the satellites that are very good to receive data from the NOAA satellites are NOAA 16, 17, 18 and 19. And if you see over here, you will see when the next satellite is going to come over Nepal. So in this case, the next pass of the satellite is going to be NOAA 16 in 1 hour and 10 minutes time. So let's see a little bit more regarding this software. Now let me find out the path and everything that NOAA 16 is going to take. So when I press this button, I can change to the satellites that I want. Now I'm going to change to NOAA 16, and in this I want to know where it's going to pass over Kathmandu the next time it comes over. So show next pass. So that will give me the detail of where it's going to pass over Nepal. So I can look at the angle, I'm sorry, this one, and I will see that it's going to enter above Kathmandu from the southeast direction, more towards the south, and it's going to go all the way to the north. And if you look at it, it's going to go from 2124 to 2136, which is about 12 minutes pass. And if you look down here, if you look at some of the highest points, you will see that it's going to have a very high elevation. If you see the highest elevation, you can see the elevation over here, and you can see the azimuth. Azimuth is how far it's going to be from the south. Okay, so if you measure from there, in what direction it's going to be. So for us, the easier way to is just look at it over here, the path, and then we look at the elevation. You will see that the elevation, the highest elevation the satellite is going to have is 53.04 degrees. So it means it's going to be pretty high up on the sky. If you look at this path, you will see that it's going to come nearly towards the top. Now in some ways that is good, in some ways that is bad. We'll discuss that probably in our case right now. That is not going to be too much of a problem. So but this is considered a very good pass, and it will allow us to get the data much more easily. There are so many times when the highest path will be 20 degrees or 13 degrees. Now so many times that means that these satellites are just below the horizon, so they do the though they look like they're going to be over Kathmandu, but it will be just below the horizon. For example, in Kathmandu we have high hills, we are in a valley, and if you look at the latitude, we are around 27 degrees. So if a pass has a high elevation of 27 degrees, it means it's just going to be below the horizon. So we have to take that into account when you are trying to get the data. So anything that goes to around 30-40 degrees is always a very good pass to go out looking for data. So this is how we'd follow the satellites. Now you can check any other satellites. So if you want to know when NOAA 19 is coming, you select NOAA 19 first, then go for show next pass. So this is going to show how it's going to pass and the remainder of the data. You can also uh, the other thing that you could do is look at all future passes of NOAA satellites in the next coming few days. So for the next 4-5 days, this is the path. This is the time when a NOAA satellite is NOAA 19 is going to be over Kathmandu. You see the date over here, you see the time, and you see the duration for which it is, and the maximum elevation. So when you look at this chart, you can see when are the times that you would like to try and get data from NOAA 19. For example, 42 degrees is a very good option. 40 44 degrees, 42 degrees, and these 33, 55, all of them are very good examples. The only thing that we need to remember in gPredict is to make sure that we update the TLE from time to time. So you can either download the TLE or from network and get the data. This is data that is calculated regularly to figure out the path of the satellite, because these satellites are on a free path. Sometimes the paths have to be recalculated ever so often so that you know where the exact paths lie.